Hey y'all. Okay, it's first thing in the morning. It's 7:30, which is, really 6:30 with the time change. And I was super inspired to film this video and just get it to you ASAP. So no editing, nothing. I'm just doing this video for you because I wanted to tell you a little detail of something that I did today that I think is important. And I always want to get these details to you so you know what's going through my head, right? I am swollen eyes. We had Chipotle yesterday, so I had some salt. Moo really wants breakfast, but we're going to be waiting. The girls are watching Frozen downstairs. I'm about to go do my workout, but I wanted to stop for a sec. Okay, so I'm on a weight loss journey, right? And I'm working to be nutritarian in the future. I'm not perfectly nutritarian right now, but I do plan to be in the future. I'm working to get there, right? So the last few days, okay, so since we talked, I was at 147, I believe was my weight at the time. And now I'm down to 143, 144. So I've lost 3 or 4 pounds in the last week or so, which is great. But typically, once I've lost the weight, then I just gain it right back. That's been my pattern. So what's changing for me right now is that I'm releasing the judgment around stuff. I'm releasing the concern. I mean, I'm working to do that, right? So it's automatic for me to judge myself and be like, oh, you're not going to be able to, hold on. I have to shut the door because Anna from Frozen is a little too loud right now. She's distracting me. It's automatic for me to worry and think like, oh, this is never going to work. I'm just going to gain it back, whatever. That's what's normal for me. And so I'm working through that. So I wanted to say how I did that this morning, which was I like to use the scale as a tool, right? And I teach this in my programs too. Instead of a tool of judgment, we just use it for a tool of measurement, right? And so typically our relationships with scales are like where we let it tell us how our day is going to go, right? Did we lose something or did we gain something? And that's how our day is going to go. And so for a few years, I've been working on not having that happen, where I use the scale only for just to tell me what the number is and like what happened in the last few days, right? It's a measurement of what happened in the last few days. That's all it is. It doesn't mean anything. It's just like a thermometer or something, right? It just tells you a number. So today I was working with that because I wanted to weigh myself because I felt like I had lost weight. But there was something in my mind too that was, but you had Chipotle yesterday, so probably you, because another part of my program is to use hunger in order to lose weight. So go to bed a little bit hungry, right? And last night I did. I definitely had hunger last night. So in my brain, I'm thinking, yes, I'm pretty sure I lost weight, but the scale did not reflect it this morning. And I said to myself before I woke up, before I got on the scale, I looked in the mirror and I told myself out loud, I try to do this thing called BDA, which is before, during, and after getting on the scale. It's a conversation with yourself. Like, what do you say before? It's like a pep talk. What do you say during? What do you say after? So that the scale is no longer that tool of judgment. It's just a tool of measurement, right? And so before, I was like thinking in my head what I really thought the number was going to be based on what I did yesterday and how did it go. So I thought to myself, I think that I technically lost weight, but I don't think it's going to show because of the salt that I had in the meal yesterday. Because my indication of weight loss is a little bit of hunger. You got to have some hunger that you don't answer in order to lose weight, right? Last night, I for sure had hunger, so I said to myself, why are you even weighing? Like, why are you weighing today if it could be whatever? And I was like, I'd love to see it if it actually went down, but on the other hand, I also want to practice not beating myself up if it actually didn't change. And so yesterday when I weighed myself, I was like 134, I think, 133 maybe, somewhere around there. And my scale is just a crappy analog scale, so I don't know exactly what my numbers are, but I can kind of tell when it moves, right? So I think it was like maybe 133 and a half or something yesterday. I'm sorry, 143 and a half. And so before I got on it, I was like, I don't think it actually moved, but I want to give myself the practice of that initial disappointment and then talking myself through it, right? So I was like, and what I said to myself in the mirror was, if it didn't move or if it went up a little bit, it's not real. It's a lie. My scale is lying to me. Because I know that I actually lost weight with like the volume that I ate yesterday, calorie-wise. So let me check. So I got on the scale, and sure enough, I was up like half a pound from yesterday. And so I had that initial disappointment, and I was like, okay. And then I got off and got back on again. It was around the same thing. So I was like, okay, so technically the scale is telling me that I weigh this much today. But so when I got off, I had this little pep talk with myself in my head that was like, all right, so that's what the number says, but I'm not going to believe that number today. Just as I thought before, it went up a little bit. I thought that's what I was going to see. I'm not going to let this change my day. I'm not going to let this change the way I eat. I'm not going to let it mean anything other than I just had a bunch of salt yesterday and it's probably just salt weight. And if I overeat about this today, it's going to prove that, you know, I can't lose weight and this is so tough and whatever. I'm like, I'm just going to stay on track today. And then I was like, you know what? And yesterday I had Chipotle. So today would be great if I just had a straight up, like straight to my protocol day. And what that would look like, because the days where I lost weight last week, what I did was the protocol was, I'm trying to think of what my breakfast was even. So I had my matcha mocha in the morning, which I've been doing lately, which is matcha plus cacao plus date syrup plus soy milk plus water. I've been doing that every morning for a long time now. And then I have, let's see what, and then what was my breakfast? I'm trying to think. Oh, I have lentils before that. I have a bunch of, like a little tiny bowl of red lentils right before, so I can slow my blood sugar down. And I'm trying to think of what breakfast was. Was it just that? It might have been just that. I can't quite remember, because then I would have, was it oatmeal? Oh, I was doing steel cut, right? So I was doing steel cut plus, then later on I'd have a little bit of steel cut, a couple spoonfuls plus an apple and a banana and some flax and stuff. And then I did, for lunch, I did a quick soup. I just took 2 cartons, like McDougall, Dr. McDougall and Plant Strong have really, really wonderful boxed soups. So I just take 2 of those boxed soups, throw them in a pan with tahini, lemon juice, and nutritional yeast. And then I have about half of that, so it's like one little small box for a meal. And then afterwards I have a bagged salad. And I don't use the dressing. I'll either use a vegan dressing that I have, or I made this grapefruit vinaigrette with actual olive oil. So that's really the only non-nutritarian, plus the date syrup from the morning, non-nutritarian part of my day is a little bit of oil in the salad. So, but it's a small salad and I eat it while my daughters have dinner, so I don't eat what they have and then overeat later. And I have a really busy day today, so it should be fairly easy to get this done and have have this be perfect. And it seems like I'm actually going to be able to maybe even not have all that food just because of the amount of meetings I have. But in my head, I'm thinking I need to be careful, because the amount of meetings I have, if I don't actually eat all day, in the evening, I'm going to end up overeating. And while my daughters are eating, I'll end up eating a bunch of stuff after. So that's what I wanted to tell you about today, was what my thought pattern is for the day, and how I'm planning stuff and how I'm having self-talk so that I can get through this moment of being stuck at 143, 144 and not being able to get any lower and gaining back up to 147 or something. That's what I'm avoiding right now. What I really want is to just be able to get to 140, right? So I'm actually like proving myself, like, you can do this, you can, because the tape that's been playing over in my head for years, this last year or two, has been, it's a question like, I wonder if I can lose weight on these medications. And then it goes from that to, I don't think I can. Like, I'm always gonna just, these medications are gonna make me eat more once I've lost weight, right? And that's been true. And so what I want to do right now is like, it's like push through. Like, it reminds me of a scene in Frozen. Frozen 2, actually, where Elsa is trying to get over these waves, right? She's trying to get over these waves and they keep knocking her back. Actually, this is in Moana too. I'm noticing themes Disney here, where they're trying to get over these waves and they keep getting pushed back, and they just have like female power, female force, like they're like determined to do this. In both of these scenes, it's really beautiful the way Disney's using imagery lately, but that's beside the point. But it's this idea of, no, I can do this, I can do this. And all signs are pointing to you can't, right? Because the waves keep pushing you back and stuff. But like in both Moana and Frozen, they both like get creative and find ways to do this, right? And so that's, I feel like I'm right at that precipice right now of like, instead of getting dejected and upset and feeling like it's not gonna work, like just thinking to myself like, oh, it's not gonna work, see, it's not going to, I'm gonna keep pushing, I'm gonna keep trying and trying to find something. So today I was thinking to myself, I'm gonna take advantage of the fact that I have a busy day today and just remove drama from food, not have any extra sweets after my meals, and use the busyness that I have to help me through that today. I'm also going to use this technique we use in my program called allowing urges, so that when I have an urge tonight after my meal to snack, which I might not have it because it's going to be pretty late comparatively, I'm going to allow my urges, let those be there, and not have it anyway. Because what I really want is just one solid, awesome day, which is what I had last week, which is where it got me where I am right now. And I had a couple of days of like a little bit of off eating here and there with some candy or whatever, but it hasn't pushed me back to 147 because I didn't get upset and then overeat again. I just kind of stayed solid but had a little bit of extra. And so today I feel like is a really pivotal day that I wanted to share with you, because this thought pattern of what's happening right now is everything. The way that you talk to yourself is everything in all the moments of your day. And that's why I had to make this video right now. No makeup, just woke up, like swollen eyes and everything, greasy hair, because this is it right here. This is how you lose weight when you feel like you can't, right? And this is how I feel like this is my time. I'm gonna figure this out now. We're gonna do this, and I'm gonna use my days to my advantage, my meetings, my understanding of protocol now, my understanding of the tools that I can use to make this work. So I'm feeling good. I'm down 3-4 pounds, which feels great compared to where I was a couple weeks ago. I feel like I'm on a great track, and I'm just gonna keep going with this BDA, the before, during, and after of all these events, mentally pep talking myself through everything, and like Elsa trying to get over the waves, being creative and using my energy, using my natural skills to be able to do this, instead of worrying that the medication is gonna cause everything to be bad. It's like, no, I'm not even thinking about the medication. I'm thinking about what can I do. And today what I can do is use my meetings and use my busyness and use my understanding of protocol to create a little bit of weight loss today. So we'll see how it goes. Okay, I'm gonna leave this here for now. I'll update you guys on how this goes later. If you like the kind of stuff that I talk about, this is what we do in my program. So if you're interested in potentially private coaching with us, we'd love to talk with you about that. But in order for you to get to talk to us about private coaching, you have to watch our free training video first, okay? So there's a link down below in the description, and there's a link up above here. So watch that training video. Once you've watched it, if you still think you're a good fit, we'd love to chat with you. So then you'll be able to book a strategy call, and the video will tell you how to do that. Okay, so thanks so much for watching. I hope this was helpful. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. Does it resonate with you, any of this? Do you use these techniques yourself? Do you ever feel totally frustrated and like it's not going to work? And how do you pull yourself out of that? Let's chat about it. Okay, let me know what you think down in the comments, and watch the free training video if you'd like. And that's it. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.